Hello, good day. I'm John Christopher Sarayana, base Criminology 1A, and I'm going to answer the 7 questions that provided. So, number 1. First thoughts after watching the documentary. My first reaction was a mix of concern, pride, and urgency. An aggressive encroachment of powerful nations like China into the Philippines. Exclusive economic zone. At the same time, I felt a sense of pride in how Filipino fishermen, soldiers, diplomas, and legal experts continue to assert our sovereignty. The documentary was both a wake up and call a tribute to the ongoing struggle, freedom, and ownership of what is rightfully ours. Number 2. Significant points and arguments. The most significant argument made in the documentary is that the Philippines has a clear legal basis to assert its right over the West Philippine Sea, supported by the 2006 ruling under UNCLOS, which invalidated China's sweeping 9-dash line. Claims. Another case point was the imbalance of power while the Philippines relies on international law and diplomacy. China asserted its claims through military and economic pressure. The documentary also highlighted how Filipino fishermen and coastal communities are directly affected by the conflict. So, number 3. Historical background presentation. The documentary effectively traced the roots of West Philippine Sea dispute, starting for post-World War II. Territorial claims, the development of the 9-dash line by China, and evolution of maritime law under UNCLOS. It presented the transformation of these reserves into the militarized artificial islands, showing how the conflict intensified over the years. It also emphasized the turning points when the Philippines failed in case against China in the Permanent Court of Arbitration, leading to the historic 2016 ruling. Number 4. Philippine diplomatic strategies. The documentary highlighted the Philippines' use of legal and diplomatic means instead of military force. The landmark arbitration case was prepared as a bold yet peaceful assertion of sovereignty. The government's efforts to engage with the international allies, resist awareness in global forums, and build support from ASEAN and Western powers will show the critical diplomatic strategies. Despite limitation in military power, the Philippines continues to use law and dialogue as tools for asserting its right. Number 5. Involvement of China and the United States. China was suspected as the main aggressor in the conflict, building structures on reefs, conducting patrols, and using its vast military and economic influence and immediately smaller climate states. Meanwhile, the United States was shown as an important ally advocating for freedom in navigation and balance of power in region. However, the documentary also showed the U.S. involvement is strategic and based on its interests, not fairly for the benefit of the Philippines. Number 6. Importance of the West Philippine Sea and related challenges. The documentary powerfully underscored the West Philippine Sea importance of the national security, food security, and national resources. It is a source of livelihood for thousands of fishermen, contains vast marine biodiversity, and holds potential oil and gas reserves. Losing control over this region means weakening the country's ability to protect its economic and borders. Challenges discusses included China's continued military expansion, weak enforcement of international regional environment, degradation, and lack of regional consequences of how to manage the conflict. And lastly, number 7, personally understanding and impact. This documentary significantly defend by understanding of the West Philippine Sea. It made me realize that it is not a distant political issue but a matter that affects every Filipino identity, economy, and sovereignty. It challenged me to think about what patriotism means in the modern world and how important it is to stay enforced, village, and united and protecting our national interests. Ang kalayaan inspired a renewed sense of responsibility to support efforts that uphold justice, peace, and the rule of law in our waters.